With Destiny 2 on the horizon and all this talk about 4K and frame rates, I think it's a good time to take a quick look at what resolution means, how it affects our games, and why you should care about this shift in pixel count. PCs are capable of power beyond any current console, but the Xbox One X is breaking new ground by offering native 4K, while the PS4 Pro has its own solution for higher resolutions, though performance may vary. But this discussion is prompted by our time playing Destiny 2 in 4K on PC, which ran around 60 frames per second using a beefy GTX 1080 Ti graphics card. So let's take a step back for a moment. With the emergence of 4K, some of us still need to wrap our heads around what this means. It's shorthand for a resolution of 3840 by 2160, derived from a generous rounding up of the horizontal pixel count. 4K results in a whopping 8,294,400 total pixels, 4 times as much as 1080p. So it's needless to say that running native 4K is incredibly intense for systems. It's no wonder that Sony and Microsoft are pushing upgraded versions of their current consoles as the display market shifts to 4K. They roughly need 4 times the power to run games somewhat competently at this ultra high definition resolution. I'm as much of an advocate as any for 60 frames per second and maintaining high frame rates, since it literally impacts how I play the game and affects my overall enjoyment. Which is why it's disappointing to hear that the Xbox One X version of Destiny 2 is capped at 30 frames per second. While no comment has been made as to why, I have a feeling that has to do with parity and competitive balance among players on different Xbox consoles. This highlights the importance of frame rate. The higher your frame rate, the smoother the game runs. From 30 to 60 frames per second, the game's image is updated twice as fast, closer to simulating real motion. And in a shooter, the ability to make precise shots in the heat of battle can be the difference between victory and defeat. There will be intense PvE scenarios and competitive PvP, so the conversation about running 4K inherently involves frame rate. Imagine trying to snipe a fast-moving player if the image is updated at half the rate your display is capable of. On PC, there are so many variables, a whole list of quality settings, resolution, anti-aliasing, texture filtering, and of course the power of your rig. It's accepted that frame rates will fluctuate across the user base, but at least it's in your hands. And with the right monitor, you can get 120, 144, and even 240 Hz refresh rates, which is essentially the maximum frame rate your display puts out. 60 Hz is the most common, so 60 FPS is the golden number for most users. But there's no denying that AAA games with grand spectacle really reach their full visual potential with the highest resolution. We just have to ask ourselves, at what cost? Both for your wallet and your frame rate. Now, you won't be able to play the Destiny 2 beta on Xbox One X since the console releases later this year, but $500 will get you a machine capable of native 4K. But on PC, you'll probably spend over $1,000, although you'll get an uncapped frame rate. Not to mention the ever-changing cost of a 4K display. The Destiny 2 beta and full release is fast approaching, so you should probably align your expectations with the hardware you have if you're itching to play this game in 4K. In a way, yes, you should care that AAA games like Destiny 2 are aiming high with 4K visuals. Even for someone like me who's still chilling at 1080p, I still pay attention to how games perform in 4K and the capabilities of each new piece of hardware, because many of us will make the jump in the near future as 4K becomes more cost-effective. We just scratched the surface on concepts like resolution and frame rate, and we'll be doing a deep dive real soon. And with the Destiny 2 beta coming next month and the full game later this year, we'll have plenty of content like guides and a full performance analysis. So, do yourself a favor and subscribe to GameSpot for all that good stuff. And one more thing, we have a few limited edition USB sticks to give out from the event that you can probably put to better use. And all you have to do to be eligible to win is subscribe to our channel and answer this question. What was Nvidia's first GPU? Leave your answer in the YouTube comments to enter for your chance to win. Good luck, and thanks for watching.